When it comes to understanding this week's Parsha, Parshas V'yakal Pekudei, it can be very difficult. First of all, the sheer size of the Parsha is daunting as one of the largest Parshas in the entire Torah. And then the subject matter doesn't make it much better, because we read in this week's Parsha about the building of the Mishkan. Now, no Jew has seen a Mishkan or a temple in the past 2,000 years, and we haven't seen it in its idealistic state since the first temple 2,500 years ago. So how do we relate to such a Parsha? Well, we have one of two options. One option is to say, this is ancient, this doesn't speak to us, this is what my ancestors used to do, it's archaic, barbaric, and any other adjective we can think of. Or, we can look at it and say, 25% or more of the whole entire written Torah is given over to the discussion of the Mishkan and the Korbanos. And then we can look at the Talmud and say that over a third of the oral tradition is given over to the discussion of the temple and the sacrifices that happened there within. And we can say that if the Almighty gave so much real estate to this topic of the Mishkan and the temple and the Korbanos, the sacrifices, then there must be significance to it. The problem is we just don't have a full understanding of it. So often in life, when there's something that is daunting, that scares us, that we can't relate to, we have a knee-jerk reaction to say, oh, it's not for me. Can't take a meaning out of it. Can't take a lesson out of it. But what we should really do is say, okay, it's daunting. I don't understand it. It takes some work. It's going to take some study. But if so much real estate is given over to this topic from the Almighty, it must be that it's significant, and it must be that there is a meaning. Let's all work together in finding the deeper meaning in every single word of the Torah. I thank you for listening.